Whoops, I just turned on the stream again. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
So we're in the for the stream's purposes. We are just started the Dragon's Lair. They've come upon a room with a completely cliched pit of writhing snakes.
And everyone's first
And
suggestion on
there's
how to get
some-
across it involved killing Makaha.
That's right. Throw Makaha in to try to distract him.
I'm kind of curious on what the using Makaha as a snake plow, like what would that involve, like a skill check on every passing?
Rowena,
Oh,
do
sorry.
you have any magic?
Well, let me just check my
that
spellbook, with which I've become
Nothing-
spontaneously not
like,
familiar.
Do you have any magic that would induce cold?
Yeah, I may have a ray of frosty
You have Ray of
frost.
Frost.
We need something bigger than that.
Yeah, it's I left my bridge of frost at home, so
I mean, don't forget rituals.
That could work.
Where would I be
Yeah,
seeing
we
these
could
rituals?
try and do a ritual for sleep. We can pretty much do whatever we want with a ritual. We just have to skill check it.
Why don't we just do a ritual?
Well, it
for-
has to be in the scope of one of your spells. or
Essentially,
plot
this would be
convenient
my
for me.
idea. If we could do a ritual with the Ray of Frost, obviously not intended to do damage and kill, so like taking like the damage side out of it and just for the temperature, snakes are cold-blooded creatures. And they go into torpor when it gets cold enough. All we need to do is use that to get everything nice and chilly.
I was
Snakes go to
thinking.
sleep, and we gingerly walk across.
Would we even need to use the ritual to accomplish that, Chaos?
What you're trying to do, you're just trying to cast like a weaker version of it into the pit of them and see what happens. You're basically just trying to like cast
We're trying to
not
make them.
kill into the pile.
We're
and see
trying
what
to
happens.
lower the ambient temperature of the room so low that the
I would say
Of
that
the
we're
whole
trying to-
room.
or of the
We don't
pit.
really care if it
affect
kills them.
us. Basically, like the Ray of Frost, just to basically like just pan it over enough of the snakes. If this is a writhing mass, if enough of them go into torpor, the rest of them, like it's like all we need is enough of them to go into torpor to make it across, and hopefully we can cross quickly enough so that the rest of them can't get us.
Yeah, or we all just ride kinetic beings made of force salvos, and I just fucking fire you across a million miles an hour, completely safe.
Yeah, because the whole throwing people thing has just been a gem with us.
Okay, but let's to even expand on the Ray of Frost ritual. We could do it in a fairly localized path-shaped area, if that makes it more feasible.
So you're basically gonna do it like this.
Yes.
I'm just curious, will we even need the ritual to do that? Can we just do that with a base Ray of Frost spell? I mean,
Ray of
Ray of
Frost
Frost
Cast
is
it
pretty
at the
cool.
start,
Target.
see what happens.
Ray of Frost is a single target.
I would not suggest doing it. Like, Ray of Frost is a pretty pansy little spell. No offense to my Ray of Frost.
Yeah, we could try just getting a rope across.
Oh man, but the dexterity check's required.
Could Makaha take a rope, plow a path just for himself through the snakes, and then hold the rope for everyone to cross?
Yes.
What kind of
I don't know
check
if
would
we'd
this
have
require?
to.
I prefer the smart option.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Do
go
you
with.
have rope. That's the first question.
Yes,
Yes.
I did buy supplies. Mine
Okay.
were of course intended for interrogation, but we have rope.
I've got 50 foot of elven rope, and I've got grappling hooks.
Nice. So yeah, you can either try casting your. I mean, you can do whatever you guys want, but of what you suggested, either Makaha can try to wade through it, and potentially take some damage, but maybe not as much as anyone else would with the rope, and then you can try to climb across the rope, or you could try some other means to cut a path.
Yeah, I say we just do the Ray of Frost ritual and see how that goes.
I mean, alternative rituals could include. I mean, could I utilize the fact that my wand has invisible Aegis and like make a ritual shield to part the sea of snakes?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just see if I can grapple my rope on the other side there.
I'm totally open to that.
Wouldn't we all have to make dex checks while climbing across, though?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a dex check. Sure, I'll say there's like a ledge over there that it hooks onto. So you've got a rope secured on the other end.
Can I use a like knowledge check to
And there's-
see if these are Armenian jumping snakes?
Yeah, go ahead. The Armenian jumping snakes are present in this area and are quite dangerous.
Yeah. So I was pretty worried.
Yeah, so these are not Armenian jumping snakes, as far as you can tell.
I actually forgot that I was an expert on snakes and know everything about all snakes ever.
So, crit ice ritual.
Yeah, I don't know if that was an ice ritual so much as a knowledge check, but is a ritual just a skill check?
Yeah.
Alright, well shall we, or would we prefer to use this now securely fastened rope?
Well, let's
So
see
you're
if it's
basically going
about.
to try to crawl across. Those of you in light armor, it'll be a 15. Heavy armor will be a 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Well, sorry. Is the apprehension in regards to the ritual because rituals are daily, or something like that?
Nope.
Oh well then.
No, it just takes like an hour or two to prep
Alright.
it.
I mean, as long as we don't have to commit that real time, then I'm totally open to it.
Okay, so first off, is someone going to hold the rope while Gong does this? Because Gong just started running towards the rope. Okay, so Gong,
No.
if this end of the rope is not connected to anything,
Gong is currently
I'm kidding,
Gog is
hold the
currently pulling himself through the sea
no,
of
I mean,
snakes.
Heavy's probably holding on to it. So Heavy, you were kind of surprised by what Gong did. So why don't you make a strength check?
This is why we don't
Say,
do
hold
rash
up.
things while chaos
What is
is here.
Rowena's familiar?
It's an
Okay,
ugly little
it's-
like demon
it's a
boy or
little-
something.
Like his little child.
Little
Yeah,
imp?
freaks
Or
me.
like-
No, it's like a
It's a
child.
little child, a girl.
Freaks me out a
Okay.
little bit.
Yeah, you could send the familiar in there. But anyway, yeah, so Gong, you're able to make it across, and Heavy holds on tight enough that he is not pulled into the snake pit as well.
Well, that's good.
So Gong
Yep.
is across.
Congrats,
And
Gong.
Gong, you see another large chamber, which looks like it has kind of the equivalent of a dragon bed in it, which is obviously empty, and it's surrounded by some knickknacks,
Knickknacks.
like gold knickknacks, like treasure, but not like huge bags of gold. It doesn't look like what you would expect a major hoard to be. There is a lot of there are some gold items spread around. Okay, so we'll get. I will note that you try to run in and grab as much before everyone else notices.
Gaha's already there, so screw you, Gong.
But I made it first.
Okay, so wait. So Heavy's still holding onto this rope.
Oh wait, Makah's jumping on the shit now?
Makaha is significantly heavier, so Heavy. Makaha jumped on with no warning to you whatsoever. So roll another strength check with a hard difficulty of 25.
Let's see, this is what
Oh,
happens when you try to be
God.
cool like me.
Okay,
Nope.
so Heavy, you fall into the pit and you take. They strike at you, and do you want to try to just cross through them now, or you want to go back?
Can wait, no, wait.
Yeah,
can
I'm
I
just gonna
jump
keep
in
going.
and save Heavy?
Wait.
Jump in
I
and save
think I
Heavy.
got this. Can I
Alright,
use?
so-
can I use my illusions and my previous critical knowledge check to create an illusion of the snake's highest, most fearsome predator and cast that illusion around Heavy?
Chaos, can I... Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you're gonna.
Huh?
What illusion spells do you have?
I think I've just got like one called Illusion or Blur. Oh well, no, he's got it labeled as Illusion of the Nearsighted Ostrich.
Yeah.
That's not very illusion at
I'm
all.
just gonna run through and swing my mace at the snakes, trying to clear them out from the center a little bit.
Good call. Good call.
All right, so I need to pull up a little. Give me 1 second.
By any chance, can I try to catch Heavy before he falls, or is it already done with?
Yeah, I think that's probably already done with. Okay, so we have. So the snakes are going to attack you versus your AC. This is how traps work. 15 misses, so you basically are able to wade through them without damage. They're just striking at your armor, your heavy armor. All right, anyone? Munsa and Poliar and Rowena, how are you guys going to get across?
Well, our rope is gone.
The rope's still... No, the rope's in the snake pit a little
I mean,
bit, that's true.
assuming you were holding the rope and then got yanked into it with the rope.
Well, no, there's still rope on your side. I mean, it was a 50-foot rope.
You're welcome to just wait over there while we loot everything.
Yeah, exactly.
One word, minions.
What, you want me to fucking throw my familiar in there? I mean,
Could-
sure,
could-
I'm
could
open
Munsa,
to
like,
it, but
shadow
I'm
walk
not.
across the pit?
Could I just like walk through? I mean, Ray of Frost is at will. Can I just be like
Not
clearing?
until I get the epic level feat.
No.
Yeah, why don't you gonna cast a ray of frost into the pit?
Yeah, sure. Like at will.
All right,
cast
so
it.
the snakes flee from the cold, and they do make a path through that.
Doop 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 doop.
But they do close behind. I mean, the rest of you guys gonna try to follow Rowena, or?
Get on the train, express cold snake train. Next stop, loot.
I suggest a formation of Rowena, Yora, myself, Poliar at the rear since he's a walking tank.
End results. Pew.
All right, so end result, you guys get through.
I assume I don't have control over my familiar, but I assume that it will tag along. Familiar is like cannot take damage. Is that correct?
Yeah. You can move it now. So there's some gold in this area. It looks on first blush like this is a dead end, but Rowena, when you sensed magic, it's the really powerful magic is farther back within this cave or within this mine structure. So
Lord's not going to be awake this entire time, right?
no, Blord's not going to be helping you guys through her lair.
Rowena fearlessly strides through this illusionary wall. Yeah.
I really hope it's not illusionary, just max space first.
Which way are you going? Sorry.
Whichever way. This way, because it's got more black. This way. Whichever way was the one that you said looks like a dead end.
Well, I mean, it's like the whole cave looks like a dead end. You guys can do a search for illusions, but first, do you want to loot this area? There's just quite a bit of gold.
Yes.
It does. You
Check for
think
traps.
that this would probably look like a pretty decent size hoard, but Korvakir informs you that no respectable dragon would only have this much treasure. He thinks it's a decoy.
I think
So-
Munsa should check for traps, yeah.
Maintaining the fearless stride to the southern wall. Total confidence. 9 3/4 mode.
Okay, so what happens, Chaos?
So Rowena's just walking straight through. Alright, so there's as you enter right here, you do set off a trap that basically casts a fireball at you. So why don't you go ahead and make?
Can I steal
Well,
the
I
intercept?
guess not on a trap. No one's moving.
Was that a save? Did you say?
No, it's gonna attack you versus physical defense.
Fearless. Oh.
20 versus physical defense. So it does
That's a hit.
it
Yes, I
does 3d6 damage.
No problem. I don't know if you think I'm monster or something, but I got health for
12.
days.
All right. Okay, so as you get near, you can sense that there's an illusionary wall right there. Whoa. First, Munsa, do you want to check the gold for traps?
Yeah. Before anyone
The
collects
trinkets.
anything, I'd like to just are they presented in any way, or is this just like piles of crap?
It's just kind of piles of stuff, kind of shaped into a dragon-sized pit. It's like a nest of money.
I mean, I'd kind of like to my trap sense would kind of go like basically closing my eyes and just kind of sifting through it slowly, like just to make sure there's not like something hidden in it, pressure plates, anything like that. And would
You
that
don't really. Well, make a dex check, or actually a wisdom check.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that'd be dex or wisdom.
Wisdom.
Nice.
All right, so you don't really. You sense that Blord hasn't taken the time to set up any other traps except for the one that hit Rowena.
I mean, we could have asked the bitch, I guess, but
No, no,
Nah,
she's
she can't.
out cold.
oh, okay.
So you find 15d 100 gold in this room. Well, no, 10d 100 gold in this room. All right.
Alright, I got it.
Okay, so
Oh, Makaha. Hopefully
You
you
basically
in charge of
take-
cash.
as much of this as you can hold at the time, or I mean, if you guys want to carry it, yeah, you'll just carry it. That's fine. So you want to continue on?
Yes.
All right. So you continue on to a new room, and this room looks like a barracks in which there are a number of kobolds playing some sort of game. And they turn to look. I haven't put anything on the map yet, so they turn to look at you, and one stands up, who looks like the leader, starts yelling at you.
What language?
It's in Draconic, so Makaha,
Hollywood?
you can understand it through Rowena, and Makaha can understand it.
All right, what are they saying?
They're basically saying our mistress is gone, and the walls, or our mistress is gone, and there are invaders within our walls. Stand, my brethren. We'll make our god proud.
Can Rowena
Can
attempt?
Makaha try to talk them down?
I mean, you want Blord to you want Corvacure to talk to them back in Draconic?
Yes, please.
Alright, so why don't you roll a charisma check?
That failed.
The most important of barbarian stats.
Yeah, that I guess that. I mean, it was going to be Wiz, Charisma, or Intelligence, so Charisma's the least bad option. Yeah, he doesn't really. Yeah, it should be Corvacure's rolling it though, not you, because it's going to be Corvacure talking. Let me roll for Corvacure.
What's Corvacure's wisdom?
No, it's going to be
Charisma, yeah.
I'm
What's his
basically
charisma?
swinging. He's not getting full stats. I'm hand waving this a little bit. He's gonna get Oh well, he also rolls terribly. So he tries to convince them that to stand down, and they just kind of get more riled up.
Okay. Can I roll to intimidate the shit out of them then?
Hold up.
Yeah, wait.
You had your action.
Aww.
Do they like? I would like to use my smooth talk ability.
Okay.
Well, you can't speak their language.
Do they only speak Draconic?
No, I mean they'll understand common.
Okay.
Okay. This is. Let me double check what the parameters on this roll are. I don't have it completely memorized. So basically, what I try to impart with them is that not only did we slay their leader, but we are acting on behalf of.
You're telling them that you killed Blord?
Yep. And I'm going to use my smooth talk to try to ally myself with the Crusader.
Okay.
And what I'm going to say is that we have come for our righteous gains, and in our benevolence, we will let you leave. Your leader is dead, and we have their soul trapped.
Okay, so I think you then get like 2 relationship points with the Crusader.
If I make a normal save.
Oh, okay, so roll your save.
Booyah!
So you get 2d6 for the Crusader, I think, is what happens.
Yep.
That's sad. They basically just appear even more agitated. But some in the back do start to flee deeper into the caverns. Actually, no, they try to run past you towards the exit that you came out of.
Makaha lets any go by him without a fight.
Okay.
Since this will probably turn into some sort of a battle if nothing is done, can I go up to the leader and try and force the belt of intelligence onto it?
Oh,
Yeah, so you're doing basically a strength check or something?
This sounds amazing. I want this to happen.
Yeah, I want to try and put the belt on their leader, and then
It's just
talk
gonna be
to
more
it.
of a dex check, because you're basically gonna walk up to it and then make a really quick move. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, go for it.
Alright, let's see how lucky I get here.
Stealth dressing.
That's like
16 plus.
acrobat, if you can count acrobat.
Yes, I'd say that's a 20. All right. Sure, you get the belt onto him. He kind of stops, stunned for a moment, and then looks at you. Says, "Why, hello, good sirs. Why are you here?" And he says it's just in perfect common that you understand. He also yells something in Draconic to the others, and they start to settle down.
Oh my.
that was bloody brilliant.
Now, he says, this man, he turns to Gong and he says, "This man over here claims that Blord is dead. Is this true?"
Makaha would step forward and speak, or Corky would speak through him and confirm that, okay?
Okay, so he turns to the others and he says something else in Draconic to them. That Rowena here understands is, I have foreseen it, as poor hapless Elrord has always claimed she was no god.
She was no god.
I'd like to ask him kindly to guide us the rest of the way through the Dragon's Lair if he has no quarrels with that.
He says that you're welcome to go into the next room, which is, he points at the entrance right here, but he says that he and his brethren have gone no further.
I welcome him to accompany us on our adventures if he has nowhere else to go.
So you want to ask the kobold leader to join you?
Gotta replace
yeah.
salmon bars somehow.
Oh yeah.
So that's
So
why he
Makaha
took the
doesn't get the
bell.
bell.
No, he's gonna be getting NPCs.
Oh my god.
The kobold says that truly he sees now that he must lead his people away from the influence of the evil dragons, and that they must come out of the shadow of their centuries of servitude.
But is it really worth letting him keep the belt?
Look, he's not gonna succeed. Every other kobold is still fucking stupid.
Well, hey,
Yeah, I mean,
those...
basically
Exactly.
they're gonna like his shiny belt.
Look, he's
They
gonna be
also
like,
can stare at the belt.
he can't convince any other kobold that the dragons aren't gods, except maybe the ones here.
Okay,
I
well, I think I'm just
Makaha would
gonna
have a-
attempt to take the belt back by force if I have to.
Not to mention that if the dragons caught wind of a kobold uprising, they would just immediately put him down.
I'd like to attempt to take the belt back and then knock him out and try and avoid battle if possible.
He puts up his hand as you reach for the belt, and he says, "I understand now. I will return this because my people will never trust me with such a shiny. Come, my brethren. Let us find greener pastures." And this horde, he returns the belt to you. They kind of smile, and these guys all leave.
That was beautiful.
Oh,
Whoa!
Oh god, I'm
So-
glad. Holy shit, I'm glad we avoided that.
They all exit.
Well, damn.
I'm glad we avoided that. Good
Many
job, Dong.
solutions. Many
Good job,
solutions.
Dong Ku, friend of the idiots.
Yo, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but there's like this box over here in the shadows. What is this trickery?
A box in the shadows? What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I see the lines too, but I don't really know.
It's like, it's something to do with a fog of war. I don't know, it's way too meta. It's out of character information, let's move on.
There's nothing over there if we want to get meta. Yeah, so you go up north. Oh, I won't need the escalation die for now.
Yet.
Okay, so you see this room.
Ah, yes, my best friend, the spinning blade of friendliness.
So this is actually an altar. And you see on the altar a number of items. And as you approach Rowena, you can read script around the base of the altar. And let me see. Let me just grab this real quick. Okay, so everyone should click on their journals. And under handouts, there should be something that says Altar Riddle. And you guys can go ahead and open that up.
As Rowena, in her excitement, runs over to read the altar, she trips and falls unconscious. She should be back in a few minutes.
Okay. So guys, can you all see the note that I'm talking about?
Yep.
What is the word in Fiery Script?
It's written in Draconic. Corvicure informs you that it says the word truth. Korvikir also curses Blord for her obsession with trickery and riddles.
Makaha mutters women in Draconic.
He doesn't really curse her, he more like laughs. And it's like, oh, this is just like her. I'm sorry, she never spoke of this.
Does Korvikir provide any insight on what he thinks the solution to the riddle is?
He doesn't know. He doesn't really bring himself to care too much about it. He's focused on other things. Like
Oh, the answer
Fair
is
enough.
nothing.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Heavy speaks out nothing.
Alright, well, nothing happens.
Damn it.
Wait, no, I'm not sure Makaha will be smart to figure that out, actually. Ignore that.
Wait, ignore what? Oh, the chat box. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah, Makaha's too stupid to figure out the riddle. Never mind. Makaha contributes nothing.
Oh. Wait, so what's happening?
They're thinking very hard.
Makaha think Mansa should try to solve riddle.
Mansa is most assuredly trying to solve the riddle.
So, are we like looking to basically pick an item, and whichever item we pick is the solution, and then that lets us proceed, or whatever? Like, I'm curious. Like, I'm just curious about the nature of the mechanism right now.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Alright, so you guys want to search the altar? And the surrounding area?
Visually, if not physically.
Alright, why don't you go ahead and roll a wisdom check? Anyone who wants to. Alright, so you get former watchman to that. Yeah, Munsa notices that this room is trapped. It looks like it's laced pretty well through with extremely similar traps to that hit Rowena in the first room. But it's pretty much anywhere. And also, as you entered in, a door slammed shut behind you. You guys are currently, as far as you can tell, you're trapped in this room, and it's a well-trapped room.
Basically, go touch everything.
Makaha and Rowena convey to them that what the note said, right?
Yeah, so is the current situation that all of those items are just sitting on the altar? You haven't moved anything, right?
Not yet.
No.
Makaha has thankfully not moved anything.
Ooh, shiny.
Makaha does not need to roll and check to not touch the shiny.
Yeah. You can't really... There's not going to be really a way for you guys to remove the traps because it looks too heavy. Like if you set one off, that, or if you disarm one, that the others will go off.
But the Diabolist cares for me.
Yeah. Well, that's the strange thing about the riddle, is we have these items on there, and it says that while it sits alone, we speak its name, but the only thing that really fits the riddle is nothing.
Do any of these objects represent nothing?
We could take them all off the altar.
cares for those that have truth? That sounds silly to me. It makes no sense.
But care for those that have nothing sounds perfect. Well, I mean, we can just try and take something off the altar. I'm willing to give it a shot.
The room is starting to shake, by the way.
All right. I'm going to...
It's the fantasy version of Jeopardy music.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to pick up the gemstone and move it off the altar and hold it.
Okay, so everything else still sits there.
Nothing bad happened from moving stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just moved the one thing?
Just the one thing.
Okay, can I just, like, quickly swipe everything off of the altar?
Yeah, but give me like 2 minutes, guys. I gotta get my kid back down.
Alright.
So,
If anyone is not okay with me swiping everything off the altar, you should leave the room.
Yeah.
You can't leave the room.
Oh, okay, well, you should duck. Duck and cover. I'll hide behind Makaha. Because I, too, believe nothing is the answer to this riddle. And if we remove everything, nothing will stand in our way. And it just fits. So I'm gonna go with it.
I like it.
I like it too. My personal opinion is either nothing or the truth. Because I don't know, the note in Draconic just seems like a riddle that only someone who knows Draconic
Right.
could solve. Seems like something
The
a
tricky
dragon would
thing
do.
is, though, if it was the truth, which would roughly fit into the riddle, it still says at the end that it needs to sit alone. And we can assume that means on the altar. So it's got to be one of these items that fits into it, or something a little less obvious.
Maybe we should just take everything off the altar and we should stand alone on it. Just like all six of us crowd on and see what...
Yeah, you
I
should
don't
do
think
that.
that's the answer, but it'd be funny.
Well, if you think about it, just look and dissect the last sentence with me for a minute. To speak my name as I sit alone, your path will be blocked by me alone. Okay, so a black sword crackling with powerful magic isn't going to be sitting there blocking our way. I seriously doubt truth is going. I mean, I guess that's a possibility. Two roses intertwined. I don't think it's going to be blocking our way. A child.
all right, I'm back.
Definitely isn't. A glass eye and gemstone. I don't see how either of those would be an obstacle in blocking our way. So
If you want to swipe everything off, man, go for
I
it.
do. I will take the risk.
I like it.
All right. So who's the one that's taking everything off of it?
I'm going to do it.
All right. So roll a d20 for me.
Just skill check or
No, it's a save.
okay.
All right. So that was a hard save. So you, as you touch the glass eye, you're going to develop a permanent phobia, but I haven't decided what it's going to be yet.
I'll get back to me. That'll be fun to play on.
The danger of touching random magical objects on an altar.
Yeah. So the altar is empty now. What do you guys want to do?
Can I yell out nothing?
All right. So as
See if anything
you
happens.
yell out nothing, a passageway opens
Aha!
right here, and the door behind you opens as well. Korvik here kind of chuckles.
That was a very clever riddle. If you came up with that, you're my hero.
Written by Chaos.
I did write that, yes, but it's based inspired by another riddle I'd seen. I was like, oh, I bet I can
Yeah.
rewrite that with 13th age stuff.
Yeah, there's
Anyway.
the poor have me, the rich desire me, or something like that.
Yeah. So it was always a risk that you guys would have read that one before. And I was like, well.
Regardless, it
fun.
was really cool.
I put my other group through it, and it took them forever. They did not. They tried each one individually and kept getting hit by the traps, and then basically just got pissed off. They're like, we need hints. It's like, okay, I'll give you a hint. My first hint, Jon Snow. They're like, fuck you. And then they keep going.
You.
And then the next hint was Ygritte. And they're like, oh, it's love. Try the roses. And then they got hit.
Wait. What was the second hint?
I
Ygritte.
don't know how to say her name. Ygritte?
Ygritte.
Yeah, Ygritte, Jon Snow's girlfriend. And then finally they had to have they had to have a third hint, and I was like, what do you guys know right now? And they're like, oh, fuck you. And then got through. So, anyway.
Nice.
As
Wait,
you guys...
I want to know how much damage they took from the traps, though.
Well, I had toned it way up for you guys because I was not happy with how... They had discovered a way to get around taking damage after a while.
Oh.
So they only took they got knocked down like half-life.
Alright, cool. Alright, what's in the next room?
But anyway, the next room has piles of gold. It also has this magical portal here.
Doo-doo.
And an egg?
Rowena runs
And
to
a
the
purple
portal.
egg.
That's not purple.
Yes, but it is purple.
Grabs the egg and runs.
So
Rowena grabs the egg and runs through the portal.
Okay.
No.
So,
No.
couple of
I forbode
things.
it.
Did Rowena run through the portal?
I don't know, man. That's
No,
a
no,
pretty good way to exit Rowena.
Yeah, that is a pretty good way to exit Rowena. Although,
yeah. I always wanted to be a mother.
Bro,
so-
Makaha's
okay,
maternal and
so-
maternal and fraternal instincts. are
Okay,
just-
Before we have anything to say about the egg.
you just sense happiness emanating from both Corvacure and from Blord, who is the presence of the portal has kind of awoken her to her senses, and they direct you to take good care of this purple dragon egg, or else they will find a way to destroy you.
Makaha sighs and she's like, God dang it.
You'll find a way to destroy us? Like, do they communicate that?
No, to Makaha. To Makaha. They're saying if you fuck this up, we'll find a way to destroy you. Yes, they say that to Makaha. They're referring directly to Makaha.
For things that are one Forge's furnace away from spending life as, a
Makaha
paperweight.
didn't tell anybody else about their threat, so you're gonna be mad about it, Matza.
That's alright, because Inigo's about to stomp on this egg.
Makaha stops Inigo.
Fight Club!
What are you doing? Don't stand in my way.
Rowena snatches egg, portal.
Okay, so...
Makaha stares down Matza, saying,
is Matza cracking this egg? Because I really wanted to give... well, I don't know. I won't tell about what my plans for the egg are.
I am suggesting that is the logical choice. Dragons are not the friends of any of the other sentient races. They seek to rule.
Well, there's the metallic dragons and the chromatic dragons.
Well, yeah, this is a chromatic dragon spawn. This is not... Like, you got the devil on your shoulder. And...
Lord also indicates that you guys probably should not just run straight through that portal. That portal was given to her to guard by the red, and she's not 100% sure of what it does.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh yes. Portal. Done.
Alright, so Rowena's gone through the portal, huh?
Yeah.
No, she hasn't.
Yeah, she has. She's through the portal, dude. GG.
Okay, so that's actually works out kind of well. So,
Egged on by an incorporeal alternative version of herself, Rowena is possessed of the one mission to walk through said portal.
Okay, so you guys don't test by throwing anything through it. Rowena comes out the other side. And out of character, she is very different. I'm not going to describe how she is different. Just that she is very different. But in character, you guys don't think anything has changed.
Can anybody do a perception roll? Like if we roll to do a perception roll, we notice.
No.
We just see her walk in and walk out.
Yeah, and in your minds, there's no difference. But this is essentially
A completely...
so still, yeah, I mean, it's a female, and haven't really decided what the rest of it is yet. But we're getting close to the end of this session. This is the name of this portal. Rowena comes back with some knowledge and says, this is a Nocter portal. Nocter. She says she's only heard of these very rarely, but says that walking through it, she says that you walk through it, you can never be what you once were, but that you can be anything. So you guys can welcome to go through that portal if you want. Basically, this is basically a respec. Anyway, are you destroying this egg? It's gonna end right here. This session.
Can I?
Makaha is not going to let anybody destroy the egg.
Why don't you put it in your belongings somewhere?
Yes. Egg.
I mean, this is not like a super fragile egg. It's more like a purple rock.
How big is it?
It's not that big.
That's alright. I have the fantasy equivalent of a lightsaber.
That's true. I mean, Munson can definitely destroy it if he wants to, but I'm just saying, it's not going to break because it's in your pocket. Or in your bag. That's what I'm saying.
Can I walk Poliar through the portal?
Yeah. I'm going to say...
I was thinking
I'll
like
let Poliar decide if he wants to walk through the portal.
Totally meta. What exactly does the portal do?
You guys can change your either any of your powers, or if you do walk through, you can't be the same class. So it's basically since this is the first time we played, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to change your characters if you don't like them. You've had a couple sessions, so if you don't like what your class is, you can go ahead and change it up.
Could we take the week to decide?
Yeah, you don't have to decide right now. No. You're not deciding right now. That's why Rowena didn't come out as something like that Warm Turtle had created. This is an idea that I'd had for a long time, and it totally works out well with Zan leaving and Turtle coming in. So,
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, I wanted to make because I know people don't like. Oh, I don't want to just change it because there's no storyline reason for it. But this is there's a storyline reason here for this. If you like the, it's pretty stupid, but if you see this.
Alright, so I can't change Poliar's character into a girl.
Okay. Inigo slowly draws Glazen Torg, just to kind of end on this note, from its scabbard, letting the glow and the heat slowly build up. This egg represents a risk, and I'll gently tap the heating up blade on the pauldron, and if your spawn turns into exactly what I think it will, I'll be having quite a fine meal in the near future. And I'll turn and walk away.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, so that is the end of the session. I hope you guys had fun. I tried to make that one have some puzzles in it. Anyway.
Oh yeah, this was probably one of the better, maybe even I'd go as far as to say the best session yet.
Yes, indeed.
And now we have like inter-party conflict going on too with Makaha and Munsa glaring daggers at each other.
Yeah,
Over
because
that.
you're totally being taken over by dragons. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm not gonna do it. Maybe not right now, but we'll prophesize that right now. Rowena makes a prophecy that Makaha will die to Glasnatorg. Anyway, that's not really happening. But,
I don't know about
so the
that.
other thing that's pretty ridiculous is how difficult that original battle was. I mean, I cannot believe how much I have to ramp up over their suggested fair battles for it to be
Fair battles.
I mean, that was the closest that it came to,
That
kind
was
of
pretty
being
hard,
legit.
actually.
But that dragon had so much health. I mean, that dragon was essentially 2 dragons. What I created was, all right, 1 dragon gets its ass kicked, so I'll double its HP and I'll let it move twice a turn. Still, got it shit handed to it, so, well, whatever.
Well, not really. If he'd have been able to survive 1 or 2 more rounds, it would have been bad.
Yeah, Munsa got lucky with his Shadow Strike.
And even though I didn't hit anything, that was all my dailies. Like it's just like 3 turns, like boom, 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 dailies.
Yeah, that's true. I guess that's how it's supposed to go down. The other, I'm gonna have to watch the stream, but I swear that I said that was Makaha that got confused. But
No,
whatever.
it was definitely Munsa.
Whatever. Well, I'll be checking.
Makaha may wake up in a cold sweat with a desire to kill Munsa.
However, one thing I will give you is that once when you said something, I may have gotten the order mixed up on me and Sam and Bart getting hit, but the thing is, if
You
if the order
killed
happened
Sam and Bart.
switched- yeah, if the order had been switched, I wouldn't have taken damage, but he still would have.
Yeah,
So-
no big deal. Sam and Bart were destined to die to the dragon, actually. That's how I thought they would probably go down when I decided they were going to be an NPC that joined you. It's like, yeah, they'll probably die to the dragon, and then Makaha will take their belt. But this was much more entertaining.
This was way better.
You jam it onto the kobold.
Now we
I
just
assumed
have
they
a
were gonna find
tool.
a way around that fight. I did not think that it was going to be that.
Just have a tool to rationalize with idiots at any given time.
So maybe you should throw it on Makaha and then talk about the dragon egg.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Munsa's in the attempted player killer club now, too.
Who says that by the time I kill him, he's not going to be a player? Or that he's still going to be a
Oh.
player?
You already tried to kill me.
I have had, I don't know if anyone's familiar, if anyone's an old school D&D'er, but there is a very classic campaign module that's basically, it's an Underdark adventure, and you end up investigating missings, but it's a conspiracy between Illithids and Kuotoa, dark gods, and all this shit, and the captives are being used as sacrifices. It's an Underdark adventure, but it's not like Forgotten Realms Underdark. It can be used in any
User
setting.
joined your channel.
But you get a intelligent sword by the name of Finslayer. And I got it on my wizard. Because it was the DM decided that he was the likeliest character for it to bond with. So my wizard had this sword that, and he said it talked in Arlie Ermey's voice, like it was this very militaristic sword. And every fight, I had to make an ego check against this sword because it wanted me to basically go just charge in and start laying waste to dudes.
That's beautiful.
So I am very against anything that even approaches an ego check because it is just way too much fun for dungeon masters and way too much of a pain in the balls for players.
I've had nothing but fun with Korvik here, and I'm gonna have nothing but fun with Blord, and I'm gonna have nothing but fun with this dragon egg. Even if it's a pain in the ass, it's gonna be a fun pain in the ass.
Oh yeah. Anyway, well yeah, you can't have a good Underdark module without a little bit of like insanity or losing control of your character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, every time you let those dragons like speak through you or shit, or just by having them on you, I guarantee they're poisoning the shit out of your brain.
What? Wait, no, wait. But I should say what brain?
Well, see, that's the thing.
Oh, one other thing that I will tell you guys on the respecing, I won't let you respec to the same class or the same race. The idea is that I was actually seriously considering forcing you to change genders too, but no. I changed my mind on that one.
Yes, do it. Yes.
I mean, you can. I'm just saying, like, you can. The idea behind the portal is that you can change. You cannot remain the same. Like, you go through, you'll change. You can't remain the same. Your backgrounds. I mean, basically, it retcons your life as if you were now, instead of being a rogue. Let's say months ago, so instead of being a rogue human, he is a whatever fighter. His life still basically follows the same track, so you still have the same backgrounds, more or less, unless you really want to change something. Same relationships. I mean, you can justify, like, look, I was a fighter, not a rogue, so maybe I'm not a watchman so much. I was this instead, but if that makes sense at all, guys. But
I gotcha. Like, it's not a complete reroll, and it sounds like a pretty cool vehicle to actually get a little creative.
Yeah, and the other thing is that if you check, they've actually released a couple new official races.
Oh, snap.
So the new races that have been released are Minotaur, Kobold, and
oh shit,
Ravenfolk. So
I'm actually gonna reroll as the kobold and go about.
There were some other races that you mentioned in the original post that weren't mentioned in the core book. Are those still an option?
I think they are in the core book. All the ones that all those that I mentioned, Dragonkin, those are actually in the book. They just are written very small at the end of the races.
Gotcha.
So, and if you want to know what it's actually funny. Those races were released through the latest version of the character sheet that I made, that I released to the community. The developer was like, "Hey, I made up these new races. Can you put them into your spreadsheet so I can use them in my next game?"
That's sick.
Do you want me to release those publicly? He's like, "Yeah, let me talk with Rob Heinsu, the other guy that wrote it. I'm sure he approves these races that I've written, and you can release them." So then I released it, and I was like, "Oh, there's 3 new races." And they're like, "Did you write these races?" Like, no, I actually didn't. These are official. So.
That's so sick.
The Minotaur one is so OP, though.
Is it really? I figured that kind of would be.
I feel like barbarian, that thing would be ridiculous.
I feel like Makaha.
Yeah, I think I showed it to Spaghetti. Spaghetti. It's basically, it's at will. You can take 1d6 hit points of damage to go into a frenzy for 1 hit against a staggered enemy, and you get +4 to hit.
Damn!
Yeah, so imagine you're a paladin with smite, or even better, a barbarian, and you're using Slayer. So Slayer already gives you +2. Then you get another +4. Then you get like some 5d6 bonus damage. Or Murderous. Like, imagine using it with Murderous, Munza. It's ridiculous. But anyway, whatever.
A Minotaur Rogue. I want to see this.
Yeah, I couldn't decide if I would make it a Minotaur Rogue or a Barbarian
Oh, you're
or a
putting all the
Paladin.
cobblestone down? Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, I really regret not taking Murderous.
Oh, Murderous is pretty sweet, just for DPS.
Yeah, when I helped Cindy build her character, it was built around Murderous, basically.
You can change your talents and feats on level ups, can't you?
Yeah, like you can change them out one at a time. You can change out 1 talent and 1 feat each time. So Muncie, you could change to yeah. If you read the level up section, you can. There's a lot of room to change.
I would hate to ask to do that regressively, but could I do that for the 3rd level if I so choose?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I mean, you didn't know about it, so and really, I was gonna have you guys level up after you killed the demonic lord, but someone had said, "Are we level 3?" And I was like, sure, whatever. So.
Damn. Oh, that's so much cool shit to pour over. Awesome. I gotta use the bathroom.
Yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to crash. I'll let LT know about the portal. And also, Turtle, if you just want to re-roll a brand new character, so has nothing to do with the Archmage, it's not the Archmage successor, it can't communicate with its versions of itself in the different parts of the multiverse, that's fine. I mean, make whatever you want.
If he did that, I prefer we picked up someone new at a.
I was so sorely tempted to just roll that kobold. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna look at the kobold racials and consider it.
Maybe the kobold comes back and decides to join us after all.
He's like, "Yo, give me back my belt."
Good times. That was a great session.
But yeah, I think if anything, I prefer if Rowena went back to the Archmage and we got a new person somehow through a cool story.
Yeah, also possible, although Rowena is changed now, but that doesn't really matter. I guess, just Turtle, let me know what you want to do, because I'll make up what Rowena becomes, and she's still the second in commander to the Archmage, so I'll probably use her as a... She'll disappear, but also come back as kind of the representative of the Archmage in the future, so we'll see what happens.
Sweet.
Oh, I realized I guess I didn't leave you guys with many story hooks at this point, except... Oh, you have to go to the Bleeding Goblin to meet up with... yeah, you do have a story hook. You have to go meet...
Yeah, we have 2 story hooks. We go to the Bleeding Goblin, and we still have to investigate the Elf Queen's Wood.
Yeah, and what's going on with Yora? The Elf Queen's Wood. Okay, have a good night, guys.